Limitless Energy 14, Exercise. When we feel low on energy, exercise can often feel like the last thing we want to do. In fact though, exercising is one of the most powerful ways to boost energy levels in both the very short term and the much longer term. In this video, we'll look at precisely how exercise does this and at what kind of exercise does it best. How exercise improves your energy short term. In the short term, exercise can give you a great energy boost, which is why it's a good way to start your day. If you're wondering about that commute quandary in the previous chapter, consider jogging or cycling into work. One reason that exercising is so good for you in the short term is that it encourages healthy circulation. Exercise gets your heart beating, which sends more blood to your muscles and to your brain. That means more oxygen and more nutrients, which is essentially like getting an injection of rocket fuel. Exercise also stimulates the release of lots of very positive hormones and neurotransmitters. If you've heard of the runner's high, then you should know that jogging can stimulate the release of endorphins and serotonin. The result is that you feel very positive, very happy, and of course very high in energy. As an added bonus, exercise is also one of the most potent ways to boost the restorative nature of your sleep. We saved this one. When you work out during the day, you will burn much more energy, which will mean you're far readier to doze off at night, especially if you got lots of fresh air by working out outside. Long term. But the long-term benefits of exercise are much more profound. For starters, exercise will help you to burn calories and lose weight. This then means that again you'll be carrying less excess weight around with you and will feel lighter, nimbler, and far more energetic as a result. On top of this, exercise will also help to improve your fitness. This means a stronger heart and a better VO2 max. What this refers to is your body's ability to bring in oxygen and to utilize it for energy in a short space of time. A high VO2 max means that you can run long distances without panting and feeling out of breath. This also just so happens to be the perfect antidote to all that sitting. And if you can run a marathon without feeling out of breath, then imagine how much easier that walk to work or that hike up the stairs will be. Exercise also builds muscle, and believe it or not, that too can help you to feel more energetic. The main reason for this is that it makes various activities less strenuous and tiring. If you've built strong muscles, then you'll find lifting things much easier, walking much easier, and pretty much everything else much easier too. Better yet, exercise can also boost your mitochondrial count. As you'll hopefully remember from various points throughout this series, your mitochondria are the energy centers of your cells that help you to utilize ATP and to power yourself through your day. In fact, going back to another early observation, about children seeming to have limitless energy, it is thought that we get more tired as we get older because our mitochondria stop functioning properly. Exercise increases the quantity and efficiency of mitochondria, and especially when you use heat. Heat is high-intensity interval training and is a type of exercise that involves brief bursts of exertion lasting a couple of minutes, followed by longer bursts of active recovery. So while some exercise programs might have you running on a treadmill for 10 minutes at 50% of your maximum capacity, a heat workout would involve sprinting on a treadmill for 2 minutes, then power walking for 3, and then sprinting for another 2 minutes. This type of exercise has been shown to be more efficient in a shorter time span and is generally a great way to give yourself a boost mentally and physically. How to train. Using heat is a very good idea then if you want to get the most energy benefit from your training. You should also combine this with some weightlifting in order to get the benefit of more physical strength, and actually, weightlifting is very good for weight loss and improving your metabolism. What's also important though, is to avoid overdoing your training. This is the big mistake that a lot of people make when taking on any new workout routine, and it can end up being almost as bad as not exercising at all. If you lift weights until you are sore, for instance, then just bear in mind that this now means you're going to be sore for the rest of that day and probably for the next 2 days. What's the point of being at your physical best if you hurt every time you move? Likewise, if you run too far and too fast, you'll end up feeling too weak and low on energy for the following days and nights. Continue this overexertion too long and it can eventually lead to overtraining, which leaves you feeling tired, listless, and upset. Something to pay attention to here is your heart rate variance. This shows you how well recovered you are after a workout in the morning, and while it's hard to measure this without a piece of hardware, measuring your grip strength can provide something of an indication. Most important is to train to the point where it's still fun, to push yourself but not too hard, and to listen to what your body is telling you. Watch Limitless Energy 15.